Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for watching. What is good? I am Jade. If you're new here, and welcome to my live. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this video that has now gone viral on social media of this British royal family member who basically snubbed Meghan Markle. And not only did this person snub Meghan Markle, she went on to like make a mockery and make fun of her for what she had done, as if to say she's so proud of herself. And as if that is not even bizarre enough to even see the reaction of people online applauding this lady, this woman, as if to say what she did was amazing and fantastic. And people are literally taking this as some kind of a win. And that is just truly, truly sad and truly, truly bizarre. But do you know what? This is what we have now come to expect when it comes to Meghan Markle and the way the British people have generally treated her. A lot of people seem to have issues with Prince Harry when he seemed to be very protective of his wife, when he holds her hands and makes sure that she's okay, you know? So a lot of people seem to be very, very triggered, upset by that. And it always makes me laugh because I'm like, with all of the hate, with all of the vitriol, with all of the attack that has been directed to Meghan Markle, is anybody really surprised that Prince Harry wants to make sure that Meghan is safe? Is anybody really surprised that Prince Harry wants to make sure that he has his eye on her, that he's keeping an eye on her, to make sure that no crazy person, no crazy royalist is going to come out, break away from the crowd, and attack his wife? Because at this point, especially when you go online and you see some of the vile things that are being said about Meghan Markle, it will not be far fetched for one of these people to actually take action, like physical action, based on some of the awful, hateful things that they say about Meghan Markle. So basically, people have a problem. I even saw some people saying, oh, it's so inappropriate because they are showing affection to one another. They are putting on a PDA or whatever. And I'm just like, you people, you guys are just angry that you couldn't find an opportunity, or you don't have somebody that is so called quote unquote brave enough to do what you really want to see them do to Meghan Markle. That's just, let's just face it. Because the things that you guys have been criticizing Meghan and Harry for, which really is the so called inappropriate touching, whatever, is exactly what William and Kate did. It's just that William and Kate, it's so obvious that those two people are on a very different wavelength. I'm sorry that this is going to hurt some of you. Like, those two are just on a different wavelength. There is no love among these two. I know some people have tried so hard to say, well, um, William and Kate have been married for more than 10 years, blah, blah, blah. So they don't need to prove anything to the world. Then that's fine. That's fine. If that's what you're going by, that's fine. But how are you going to have a problem with Harry and Meghan publicly showing affection to one another, yet you're completely fine to say that William and Kate do not need to show any kind of affection towards each other because they've been married for so long? Like, how does that make any sense? How about your argument is that it means nothing? People should leave them alone and let them do what they need to do. If they feel comfortable showing public affection, then that's fine. If they don't, that is also fine. Then shouldn't that same mindset and logic be applied to Harry and Meghan as well? Like, if this is what they want to do, they love each other clearly, they're very happy with each other, they're so pleased with each other, and this is how they show it. They want people to know. I cannot count how many times I have seen pictures of Harry taking maybe when he was like, you know how your face make a very serious appearance, maybe you are deep in thought or you're thinking about something or whatever. I cannot tell you how many times the media has taken pictures of Harry in such situation and then trying to spin it around and say, "Oh, look at Harry. He's so unhappy right now. He secretly wish he can go back to the royal family. Meghan is probably making his life so miserable." So when you guys don't see him happy go lucky, you guys will say he's unhappy. He doesn't love Meghan. He's basically trapped, you know. He's basically trapped there against his own will. And then when he shows affection towards his wife, you guys will turn around and say it's appropriate. Like, you can't even make up your mind on what things you want to stand on. You have to make up your mind because it can't be both. It can't be Harry being so miserable and so sad and feeling trapped being married to Meghan, and then on the other hand, turning around to say, "Oh, look at that PDA. It's so inappropriate." You can't have it both ways. You have to pick a struggle. You have to pick a struggle. You know, that's the reason why you guys just go with whatever is going to fit whatever narrative that you guys want to fit at any given time. Like, you don't even care. You don't even care. You just want the narrative that you want. You see a picture and you push a narrative that you want to push. I can come here and say, based on this picture, that William is can't wait to get away from Kate. I can say that because that's what the picture is telling me. Is it true? No. Have I heard things? Yeah. But I cannot say for a certain that that is the case just based off this picture or the video that I saw. But people can push that narrative. If I had an agenda, if I had an ulterior motive, I can say, look at him. He's crying for help. Look at William. William is crying for help. He's probably begging Harry to please take him along. On, like, I can say that. Look at him. He cannot get away from Kate. He can get away from Kate fast enough. I can actually say that. But that is not the case because I don't know. A picture doesn't always tell the whole story, regardless of what you guys have been programmed to believe. And a lot of you anti-Meghan trolls have been conditioned to believe that Meghan is the worst thing to happen to Harry. And that is simply not the case. Every single time that Harry gets, he shows it that no, he loves his wife. This was his decision. And people have conveniently forgot the time when, all the many times, there's so many videos of Harry expressing his disdain for the media. He doesn't like the spotlight. He doesn't like it. He saw what the media did to his family, to his mother. He also seen what they have done to him. All the things that has been exposed when he was really going through it, when he was much younger as a teenager. Some of the things, you know, that they posted, the media released about him just to paint him a certain way. He does not have a good history with the media. He does not have a good relationship with the media. He does not. He does not. And he's made it very clear. But for the media to then turn around because Meghan is the easy target, right? Meghan is the easy scapegoat. At least for whatever reason, they don't want to completely turn the British people's back against Meghan, against Harry. So they want to fault Meghan for every decision that Harry has made since Meghan coming into his life, even though Meghan is just supporting a husband who have always wanted to break away from the toxicity of the family that he was born into. He has been wanting, and he knew that if he had married any one of the pygmies in the place where he came from, they would have wanted to stay because, you know, it's nostalgia. It's apparently every woman's dream to be married to a prince over there. So it would have been hard for him to break away. So he found this woman who doesn't care. Like, she's independent, she's feminine, she's a feminist. She doesn't care about the titles and everything that comes with it. She just wants to be happy. And I have also seen people say that, oh, like people who say they don't feel sorry for Meghan for all the attack and all the abuse, they say because Meghan was very, very happy to be a part of an institution that has capitalized, that has taken advantage and colonized poorer countries and stolen from poorer countries and even promoted death and everything from other countries. The conflict, they have supported one side over the other so that they can milk the resources of those countries. But she was more than happy to be a part of it. And if not because of what happened, if not because of them turning on her and eventually deciding that she was going to be a useful idiot, they were going to use her as a scapegoat to cover every single scandal that the royal family ever gets into from now on. If she had not seen the writing on the wall that this was what they were planning to do with her, she would have stayed in this family. That the only reason now why she's coming out and saying all these things is because what she actually wanted, she didn't get. In that they did not fully accept her. They were really willing to throw her under the bus, and that those arguments are very, very valid. They are very valid that, before she said she didn't know anything about the royal family, but at the time when she and Harry started dating, at least she should have done her research and say things, right? So those points, the people who are saying she's only crying out because at some point they turned on her, they do have a valid point, but that does not negate what they are doing to her. It's still not okay. It still doesn't make it okay what they are doing to her. Like they have gone on this mission to like burn this woman to the ground. Like, whoo! And what is so frustrating for them, the royal family, is because they have tried so hard and they have not succeeded. They have not succeeded because, for the most part, people can see through what they're doing. People can see it. Just recently, I was reading, because I've been following this story, and I was reading where they said that first they said Harry and Prince Andrew were banished from wearing the uniform to in honor of their grandmother. And now they're saying that Prince Andrew can wear his, but they said the reason they gave why they banished them at the initial stage was because they are no longer working royals. They've been demoted, whatever. But now, come to find out, Prince Andrew is going to be allowed to wear his royal uniform with all the medals and everything, and Prince William and Prince Andrew is going to be allowed, but Prince Harry is not going to be allowed. And I'm like, Prince Harry, like what the hell kind of backward rule is that? This Prince Harry earned every single medal. He earned it, every single one of it. He worked for it. He went to war for it. So because he's no longer a working royal, then he doesn't get to wear, like, you just strip him of the things that he worked hard for. Will they do that to a regular person? Will they strip their medals that they worked hard for? And also that tells me that they are completely fine, 100% fine, defending and supporting somebody who's accused of molesting teenagers. They are much more happy, more than grateful, more than happy to support Andrew, who has a scandal, than to support Harry, who decided that he wanted to protect his family. That's the mindset of this family. They will stand by Andrew over Harry. That tells you everything that you need to know about this toxic family. Okay. So anyway, back to this lady who decided that she was going to show herself. Not only did she refuse to give out her hand to Meghan, she started giggling. She started mocking. She started laughing like, "Oh, I showed her. I've showed her, now she knows how I feel. And to see the number of people who are actually applauding this, to see the number of people who are actually saying, yes, yes, Queen, thank you for doing the Lord's work. Thank you so much for showing the world how vindictive we are. Thank you so much for showing the world how petty we are. Thank you so much for showing the world how racist we are in this part. Yes, baby. Yes. Thank you. I hope they give her a medal because she's the queen of everything now. I hope they give her a medal. I hope King Charles invite her over and give her a medal for disrespecting Meghan. Like, seriously, it's amazing how these people, they hate Meghan so much more than they love their queen. Like, they could not even put aside their hate. They can't help themselves. They can't. They couldn't put aside their hate, their resentment, and just really focus on their king, on their queen, and the new king. In the midst of this so-called barrier, their main focus, including the media and everything, is on Meghan. Oh, Meghan refused to hand the flower over to the royal aide. Oh, that's now a thing. I'm telling you, that has now metamorphed into another scandal in itself, another controversy. Because Meghan, when one of the royal aides approached Meghan after somebody in the crowd handed Meghan a flower, and Meghan wanted to hold on to it, and so one of the royal aides came by and they asked if she wanted to hand over to the flower to them. And Meghan said no, that she wanted to hold on to it and she's going to place it at the memorial site by herself. And then the royal aide left. And then somebody else came, another one came and said they wanted to, can you give us the flower because that's the protocol or something. She didn't know. She didn't know. These people, the way they act as if she has been a royal her entire life. She never got any support. Nobody ever taught her how to do things right from when she came into the family, because they never thought that the crowd, the general public, will love her as much as they did. So they didn't take the time to even teach her protocols and what you should do. If somebody hands you a flower, you should give it to the royal aides or whatever. They never taught her, because they did not even think, first of all, that the relationship was going to work. It was even going to lead to marriage. And so once they realized that, once the marriage eventually took place, they didn't even think that the British people would accept Meghan, or the world at large would accept Meghan. And so when they saw that Meghan and Harry's popularity actually shot so high, that is when the hate and jealousy started, because these two are never going to be king. Harry is never going to be king. That is already settled. But how is it? It's bad optics. It does not look good for a prince who is never going to be king to be more likable, to be liked more than a future king. So that was when the destruction, that was when it started. That was when they started trying to destroy Meghan in all of this. So, anyways, back to what I was saying about the flower. After the first royal aide came and asked that Meghan hand over the flower, and Meghan said no, that she was going to put the flower with the others by herself. And then another one, short while later, another one came and also asked, I guess, explained to Meghan that that is the process. And so Meghan handed the flower to that one. But guess what? This has now become a major controversy, because the press, they are always looking for something. They are always fishing, always looking for that one mistake, that what they think is a mistake. They are always looking for something that they can use to write their headlines, to generate all the clicks and generate all the money, because they really believe that their followers, their readers are idiots. And they have programmed these people to never, ever, ever, ever see anything positive about Meghan, only negative. And so to see the people reacting to this woman who basically flat out, even if you don't like Meghan anymore, you hate her now, at the very least, she's a visitor in your country. visiting for because of the death of your queen, which is also the reason why you were there. If you did not like what was happening, if you don't like her anymore, the least you could have done basically is to just, when you saw her approaching, like you already seen her in the line, you knew that she was coming, approaching you, coming towards you, the least you could have done, you could have told your daughter, hold the line for me. I want to go because I don't need this to be memorialized in pictures. I don't need this to be memorialized in videos. So I'm just going to like simply walk away so that she can come, so that we do not make a big deal out of this. But it is so obvious that this woman wanted to be noticed. She wanted people to see that she snubbed Meghan. She wanted people to see that she showed Meghan, that she gave it to Meghan. That was what she wanted to do. And that was what she did. You know, these people are just, they are hateful. They are hateful. Both the royals and their fans and their supporters, these are hateful people. Royal my ass. These are hateful people. Like, you could have just stepped away and allow her to do her walkabout, and then you can come back and nobody will even notice that you were not there. But no, because you already know that the media are going to have their eyes glued on everyone, getting, wanting to pick every single thing. And you were ready for your 15 minutes of fame. What you managed to do, lady, is to show the entire world just how hateful and vindictive you people are. That's all you managed to do. That's all you managed to do. You just show the entire world how hateful, how pitiful you people are. That's it. And I hope you get what you wanted out of this. I hope you get it. I hope you are satisfied. And I hope these actions of yours immediately translate into millions of pounds for you. I hope you get all the book deals, all the interviews, all the morning show interviews and invitation to the royal palace. I hope all of that happens to you for this action, because right now you are the face of hate. You are the face of vindictiveness. You are the face of wickedness. So thank you. I really appreciate you doing that. I really, really appreciate you doing that. For showing, for proving Meghan and Harry, for proving their point, the reason why they want nothing to do with that family and that country as a whole, for proving that she's not safe, for proving why Harry continuously holds her hand, because he knows that she's not safe. She doesn't know what's going to happen. He doesn't know what's going to happen should he let her hand go. He doesn't know if a crazed fan is going to fight his way through the crowd and pull his wife. He doesn't know. So this is his own way of trying to reassure her, protect her. Like, there is a video that I'm also going to play. And thankfully, before this mess of this crazy lady happened, Meghan had already received a really sweet hug from another royal watcher. And I'm thankful that she had that. It wasn't all bad experience. But you can tell, even in that video, even in the video of Meghan receiving a hug from the royal watcher, the one who hugged her, you can actually see, like, she's scared. She's scared. She's so scared of these people. Like, you can see it. This is what you people have done to this woman. This is what you people have done to Meghan. I hope you guys are proud of yourselves. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys, you're glad, you're very happy for all of this, because you surely have put in so much work to scare this woman shitless. So I hope that all of this is what you were hoping to gain from it. So let's play this video. I thought it was really beautiful. you know. And I was like, when I saw the actions of the other lady, I was like, at least she got this one, you know. At least she got this one before the other awful experience. So that made me kind of like, okay, you know, it wasn't all bad 100% of the time. So this is a video of a 14-year-old girl who was also there, and she had a conversation with Meghan, and so she hugged Meghan, you know, and it was such a beautiful moment. Take a look.
Very good. It's new, but it's good. Wonderful.
Oh my god, hi! What's your name?
M0CKED.
M0CKED. Oh, how beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. It means so much to the family. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
How long have you been waiting?
Like 2 hours.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, hopefully you'll be able to get back home soon. We appreciate you being
Can I
here.
hug you?
Of course. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
You're so lovely. You're literally so beautiful.
Oh my goodness. You could tell that Meghan needed the hug just as much as the girl needed the hug. Like you can just see, like she held on for a while, you know, she held on to that hug for a while. You could just see that she herself needed a hug. Like the whole situation was so tense. The whole situation was so hostile. The whole situation was so weird. You know, the energy was so bad. This is what they have done to this woman. They have scared her so much so that she's begging for a hug, because these people, they just hate her, and they make no mistake. They make no secret of it. They don't even hide it, you know. They let her know, maybe by facial expression and whatever, that they don't like her. So you can see that she needed this hug just as much as this young girl needed the hug. And I am glad that this young girl was there to offer her the hug, so that it wasn't all such a bad, intense experience. And yeah, thank God for that. So yeah, you guys, it's just crazy. Leave this woman alone. Leave her alone. You know, hopefully she's able to return back to California and be comfortable and be happy, and yeah, and be away from this toxicity, because these people, what they have managed to do is prove to everybody, and especially to Meghan, the reason why they could not wait to get out of that country, because her life was not safe. I mean, we have people that will do anything, anything to gain, for whatever reason. They will throw anybody under the bus. They don't care. They'll do anything to get what they want. So it's no shock, no surprise to me, and to anybody who's been paying attention. It won't be a surprise to you that they decided that they were not going to stay for this. They were not going to wait for this, because no, 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 no. Life is way more precious than that. And if you cannot see that, then you're part of the problem. On that note, you guys, this is what I'm going to end this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like this video if you like it. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.